Good evening and welcome to your news now at 6 p.m. Tonight, a misbehaving student of BHS and NHS member who got in the paper last weekend yelled at the computers teacher named Miss Kleinhans from BHS. We go live to the classroom to discuss what happened today about that misbehaving student named John Thornton. I'm now interviewing with Mr. Jenkins, John's uncle-in-law, to tell us more about John's misbehaving issue today. Mr. Jenkins, tell us what happened today at BHS that John did.
Yes, Scott, I heard that John yelled and was being rude to Miss Kleinhans lately when they were working an assignment for code.org where you solve the puzzles, and Mrs. Alberto and I are hoping that he should be kicked out of the National Honor Society for good for yelling and being rude to Miss Kleinhans.
What can John do instead of yelling and being rude to Miss Kleinhans?
I think she wants him to ask her for help with one or two of the puzzles he was struggling on code.org when he was supposed to, instead of yelling and being rude to her.
That's bad. Thanks for coming to interview about John's misbehaving issue. I'm here at the water cooler with Mr. Reed to discuss what happened for John today during Computers 1. Mr. Reed, tell us what happened today about John.
I've got the email from Miss Kleinhans and she told me that John was misbehaving at her classroom when he was working on the assignment for code.org and he was yelling and being rude to her, and like Mr. Jenkins said, that my student John should be kicked out of NHS for good. I hope. I am done with him as an NHS member for the past 3 months.
Should John can control his own behavior since he's old enough to?
Yes, he can control it. Once we kick John out of NHS, he'll be so sad and he'll move on, and that'll make their group much easier on him as well as my students in my unit.
That's terrible. We hope that John gets kicked out of NHS for good. Thank you for interviewing us about John's misbehaving issue. That's all for the news. Good night.
Oh my God, he'll be so grounded when he comes to the living room. John, come to the living room now. John, how dare you yell and be rude to Miss Kleinhans during computers class? That's it, you are grounded for 1 year. As for your punishment, you will be kicked out of NHS like Mr. Reed, Uncle Gregory are planning on doing so for the rest of your high school career. Go to your room now.